channel. If you're new, welcome to Dusty Coloring. Today's video, as you can tell from the description and the title, is my completed page video for the month of December 2023. So I just posted a video, it's the day after Christmas. I just posted a supply haul video, so that's up. And then I'm filming my completed page video, and then I'm going to film my coloring book haul video. And then I plan to just roll them out every few days. So depending on when you see this video, they may all be out, or the coloring book haul video may not be out yet, because that's the last one I'm going to do, which is next video. I just have some things I need to do. I need to put away my holiday presents. I need to start putting away some Christmas decorations. And then I want to start focusing on my journals for next year, my completed page journal and my coloring journal in general. And I want to get some ideas for some videos and stuff like that. So that's how I'm going to spend the rest of the month until the new year. And then next month I'm going to jump in and hopefully start it all over again. So I don't know. I didn't color that much. I have about 10 pages or books. I have a couple of whips. I don't know. I kind of lost the flow for the Christmas coloring. I was tired of coloring candy canes and Christmas trees. As much as I love the holidays so very much, I don't know. I just can't fully get into Christmas coloring. Winter coloring I like, but I don't know. I was real excited. I had all these ambitions. I thought this is how I felt last year, and then this year I thought, oh no, I'm so excited and I can't wait to do it. And then, you know, once I started, I was just a little over it. But whatever, it is what it is. Let me just grab something so that we can start. All right, so let's start. There are some Christmassy things. There are some non-Christmassy things. First one is going to be in Reptilioids 2. So this book I put on my list to complete for 2024. But I'm coloring a couple pages. I colored one last month. And this month I color this page here. And it's a little, I don't know. I don't love this page, so I'm glad I kind of got it out of the way. But it had like a Christmas tree in the background, so I kind of figured it was wintry, but it could be Christmassy. I don't know, it's just I don't like his head here. It kind of throws me off. It's like backwards because he's falling this way and he's falling that way. But anyway, I colored this with Ohuhu marker as a base, and then I used my Prismacolor pencils for shading. So yeah, but I love this book, and I messed up on his eye a little bit, and I tried to fix it. It looks a little better on camera than it looks in person, but you know, it is what it is. But I just thought keeping up with the holiday, since it had some Christmas trees and it was ice skating, I thought it would be good for December. So that was one. And that was Reptilioids by Vassal Seiko. Love that book. Next was in Christmas Cuties by Joshua Dunbar. And I actually thought I was going to do so many pages in here because it was tiny and it was easy. And I lost it. And I kept it real simple. I didn't really do much in here with this. Sometimes I put a border, sometimes I don't. I've colored pages in here last year where I put a border. I just didn't feel like it this year. So basically it's just Ohuhu marker as a base. I went over it with my Prismacolors, and I don't know if you can see, but I put some Sakura Stardust for her wings and her halo. And this was for a couple of hashtags, but I didn't write them down yet. So yeah. Next month, anything I color with a hashtag, I'll have it ready to go to let you guys know. But I was so focused on my journal for next year, I didn't really keep a good log for this month. Excuse me, except for, I'll show you guys after. We'll dive into that at the end of the video. I'll show you my completed page thing I'm doing. Okay, so that was Christmas Cuties by Joshua Dunbar. So here we have Portrait of the Mermaid. So I've decided that I'm going to color in this book a lot next year. I haven't put it on my list of books to complete for next year because I don't know how that's going to go. And I have some other books that are on my list. But I do plan to do some projects in this book. So I do plan to color each mermaid with a theme. So for December, I colored a mermaid with Christmas colors. For January, I'm going to color a mermaid with winter colors. For February, I'm going to color a mermaid maybe with a Valentine's Day palette. I'm going to try and do a spring, summer, and autumn palette. I'm going to try, and then anything that doesn't have something going on, I'm going to try and use maybe just the Color Cube palette by Sarah Renee Clark that I have. I'm just going to use palettes. So that's how I'm going to tackle this book. That's going to be my project. It's going to be themed by palette, by color palette, by season, holiday, or by my color cube. That way I get to utilize my color cube, and some of these pages are a little busy, so it kind of helps me just focus on a few colors. And the page I did this month, I used a Christmas color palette, typical red, green, and gold. And I colored her, and I absolutely love how she came out. I have to say, I really, really love it. I based her with Ohuhu marker, and then I went over and shaded everything with Prismacolor pencil. I just pulled up a palette on Pinterest, and it was just, I basically knew I just wanted red, green, and gold, because it was December, and I wanted to keep her Christmassy, you know, Christmassy, and then for January, I'm going to do more winter, like blues and stuff like that. So yeah, so I did mess up a little bit here. This was gold acrylic paint, but it was very thick and it wasn't coming out very well. So that kind of messed me up a little bit. This didn't come out how I wanted it to come out, but that's okay. Going forward, if I'm going to use paint, I know I got to test it out better before I dive right in, and maybe add a little water to make it a little bit more flowy. But it was a metallic paint, and those tend to get a little thick sometimes without use, so shame on me. I knew those things and I didn't really think about it. But yeah, I love how her hair came out. I'm super excited about how she came out, considering this book was always so daunting to me. But yeah, I have a plan, and I'm so excited to color, and I can't wait to do January's page. So yeah, so that's Portrait of a Mermaid, and hopefully I will be doing that, get that done next year, but it's not on my list officially. And I think I may grab another copy too, because I'm amazingly surprised by how much I like that book, considering I'm not 100% into mermaids. But they're growing on me each year. All right, next up was a PDF from Yana Prosperina's Etsy. And I absolutely love how she came out, and I thought she was really cute. It was simple. She had some candy canes. How many candy canes Disney makes challenge, I knew that. That one I can tell you guys right now. For that one was how many candy canes, and then I used Elm Colors Fairy Mary or something like that. 2023 hashtag as well. So I really like how this came out, but I'm not crazy about my splatters because, you know, so I have the Distress Oxide ink sprays, and I didn't have any golds. I had the typical distressed ink colors. If you're familiar with the inks, you're going to know these colors as soon as I say them. I had the Vintage Photo spray. I had the Mermaid Lagoon spray. Nothing sparkly, nothing glittery. So I decided, I also have, they make like these little, I call them vaporizers. I don't know if that's the right word. With it, you know, it makes it into a spray. And it's just like a little thing. It doesn't have any chemicals in it. It's just a little pump thing, but it sprays. And I have Winsor & Newton gold ink, and that ink is very liquidy. So I had two gold ones actually. So I poured some from one bottle into this little spray thing, and I sprayed. So up here came out the way I wanted it to, but I was too close with these guys and they came out like circles. So I didn't love that. And then like I didn't really cover her the way I should have. So there's sparkle like everywhere, sprays. So I love how she came out, but I needed to control my sprays a little bit more. And over here in the background, which looked really nice before I sprayed it, was the Memento Dewdrop ink pads. I just used like a pink and a green, like a mossy green. Yeah, but I really like how she came out. I love how her hair came out. I'm enjoying doing hair lately a lot, so I'm enjoying these kind of images with the hair. I like the mermaid one I just showed you, and so there'll be probably a lot more of these type in my future because, I don't know, I'm just enjoying coloring hair at the moment. And this was just a single PDF from, like I said, Yana Prosperina's Etsy shop. I will try and remember to link it. If there's anything I do not put in the description, just pop a comment in and I'll be happy to get the information to you. Next up was Angela Gonzalez, Happy Cat, Sweet Colors. I want to love this book more than I actually do love it. I didn't unhaul it because I'm going to try and love it. We'll see what happens. But every time I color in this book, I don't like how it comes out, or I have a whip. So here was my whip. I just couldn't get into it. I basted with Ohuhu markers, and then I started coloring with Prismacolor, and I don't know, I lost right around here. As you can see, I just was like done. I didn't even care. I'm like, all right, I'm just not into it. So I stopped. So that's my whip. I'm probably not going to get back to it. Maybe next year I'll attempt it for the holiday. I'm going to try and color 1 or 2 more pages in here since I got all these new colored pencils. Come here, baby. Come here. Sorry, my cat. Maybe, you know, that could be a project for me, but I don't know. I wanted to love this book more than I love it, but I'm going to give it a little bit more of a chance. Next up is my Matchstick Mouse. This is the Christmas coloring book, and I figured why not try and color in this book. It is Christmas time. I love these books, but again, I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I have a whip. Nope. Look, that's a whip from last year. So obviously I felt the same way. Let's see, where is my whip? So here. So I started coloring this with the luminance, and I think that's where I went wrong. I enjoy coloring in these books with the my Faber-Castell, my Albuquerque Doers. And I think I should have started with that. I'm not unhappy with it, but I just didn't feel like coloring anymore. So I stopped coloring this. So that is my whip. I have another whip. I'm trying to do the full book color along to Gnome Sweet Gnome. I did last month's with Pure Pleasure. I enjoyed it. This month, not so much. And I did not finish. So just so you guys know, I don't love the paper. So since it's perforated, I take out the page, I copy it on my own paper, and then I put the page back in the book. So I'm keeping it within the book. But yeah. This was last month. Super happy with that one. And then I started coloring this one, and I was just done. I just didn't want to be bothered. I'm just over trees. Christmas trees, I'm over it. Yeah, so I stopped. I didn't like how it was coming out. I used some A&E glitter gel pen for the ornaments. Some marker, some Prismacolor. And then I was done. I said, you know what, I need to step away from it. And I was like, I'll go back to it. But then when I went back to it, I just didn't. I never liked it enough to go back to it, to be honest. So done with that. So yeah, so maybe January page I will enjoy as much as I enjoyed November's page. Oh, that's by Creative Haven. Sorry, Teresa Goodridge and Gnome Sweet Gnome. And I happen to really love this book, but I think it's just the picture. I just wasn't into it. Then I have my book to complete eventually, my Graffiti Animals. I haven't really colored in this book in a while, so I am happy to say I colored a page finally after months of not coloring in it. I colored the owl. And this book, I just keep it simple. I just enjoy coloring the pages. Usually I just actually do a marker base and that's it, but I actually shaded him quite a lot with Prismacolor, which I don't usually do in this book. But then down here, I just went back to my usual very minimal shading. And that's it. And that was Owl. So that one's done. So I'm excited I got that one done. Try and do another one next month. It's by Jade Summer. I don't think it's available on Amazon, but check their Etsy shop. Okay, and the next one I have are just some PDFs. So I purchased the Tatiana Bogema-Stolova Nice Little Town Christmas 4 coloring book via PDF. And I really thought I was going to color like 1,000 pages in that book because I just fell in love with it, but I just didn't have the time. So I don't know. This may be the only Christmassy themed book that I might color in next month. We'll see, because I just love it so much. But yeah, so I based everything. Oh, I lied. No marker. This was all Prismacolor pencil. I'm shocked. Well, not really, because I did PDF version so I could print it out on my own paper purposely. So yeah, just Prismacolor pencil. And some stickles for the Christmas tree ornaments in the background. Yeah, so this was really fun. It's such a sweet book. And this border is just black acrylic paint. So much fun. I love that book. If you guys haven't seen it, it's so adorable. And you can get it on her Etsy shop as a PDF if you don't like the Amazon paper. Oops, sorry, all that reflection. Next up, so I had a video short, and I decided to do for the holidays, just a little Christmassy challenge for myself. It was called, like, from the movie Scrooge. I don't know if you guys saw the short or not. It was basically the movie Scrooge. There's the ghost of Christmas past, future, and present. So I decided to, since it was a holiday movie and it was holiday coloring, I decided to go with that theme. So I took an image I colored last December in 2022. This is by Deborah Mueller. I got it off of her Etsy shop. And I called this the Ghost of Christmas Past. And then for the Ghost of Christmas Present, I recolored it. And that was my little project. And I might do that, obviously, and don't reference Scrooge, but I might do that with some other images for going forward with the year, and maybe I'll do them as a color along. We'll see, but I didn't do this as a color along. I just did a short. So this one was basically all with Ohuhu marker, and there was practically no pencil, and there was Sakura Stardust around her hair, and this was colored in 22. And then this one, this is just a sticker, was less Ohuhu marker, just a little bit for a base. Went over it with colored pencil. I put some stickles on her lips. I put some shiny gold Winsor & Newton paint on the bells. And for the ribbon is ink, is the Winsor & Newton gold ink. And there's some stickles in here because I wanted them to look like, you know, like snow. I wanted to put white, but I forgot. Like, I started to do it up here, and then I was going to put this stuff over it, and then I forgot. And then I splattered some white paint. So that was Ghost of Christmas Past and Ghost of Christmas Present. I know there's a Ghost of Christmas Future. When it was a whip, it was present, and then the completed was the future. I don't know. I didn't think that much into it. I just thought it'd be cool to redo something I did in the past. All right, I just want to put these guys back in the jacket. Those are my PDFs. And Deborah Mueller, the Chubby Mermaid, Etsy shop, that is where I purchased those. And she's got so many. I have so many in my cart from her. Got to narrow that stuff down. All right, and next is my holiday sprites and my zodiac sprites. It's my PDF. Absolutely love these images. So I colored 2 for holiday. And then going forward, the zodiac sprites, I'm going to color 1 each month. Wish me luck. All right, so I colored the little Christmas tree sprite. And I didn't really do anything with the background. I just kept it simple, and I just colored as is. I based it with Ohuhu marker, and I colored it with Prismacolor. And there's just no stickles. There's nothing on this page. Just a little bit, I think, acrylic paint, neon acrylic paint pen for the star. I did toy around with putting a border like I did on the other one, but then I just decided I didn't feel like it. And borders and stuff, that's another series I'm going to do next year. Like here and there, I'm going to take a picture I colored, and I'm just going to add a background or a border to it. So it's just also like a little project. So I kept that one blank. And then I did the poinsettia sprite, and less Ohuhu marker, just black for the background. I sprinkled some gold paint for splatter, Prismacolor pencils, and this is washi tape as a border. And then, did I move it? Yeah, the black marker background. And just simple, that's really it. And then the gold ink was for the ribbon on that as well. So that's a really cute book. I wish I got more pages colored in it, but I did not. Put this back in frame, or I just put this back in the thing. So that was Aurora Wings, Zodiac Sprites, and that I got off of Etsy as well. I will try and remember to link these in the description or reference them. If I don't, just drop a comment and I will let you know. And let's just see Zodiac Sprites, because I have it in here too. I don't even know what January is. Is it Aquarius? I don't know what January is. I'm so bad. I only know like May, my birthday. I don't even know what Aquarius is. I think it's Aquarius. If it is Aquarius, this would be the one I'd be coloring for January, but I have to just look into that. All right, and then last but not least, I just want to show you guys, if you watched my supply haul video, you saw that I am going to be, I had received for Christmas a Polaroid camera, the Instamax, and I just wanted it for a plethora of reasons. But one of the things I plan to do with it is take Polaroid pictures of my completed pages and put them in a journal. So I have this journal and I kind of like it. This wasn't one that I just received. I like it because it's got the rubber band and I kind of feel like it can expand. So that's why I like it. And it is a 6-ring binder one. Now, I don't know if I'm going to keep this, but I just want to show you where my idea went. So, because this is going to be separate from my coloring book journals, because my coloring book journal I may not keep year to year, but I want to keep my completed pages year to year so I can look back at the pictures, see what mediums I used. So I just did a rough, because I just wanted to put them in. So I don't know, whichever layout I decide, whichever book I decide to use, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm just going to have the month, I'm going to list the pages, and then I took the Polaroids, and that is going to be a glare, so I'm sorry. I just wrote over here what I used, so that may change. And then under it, I wrote the book, the medium, and then what I used. Since this was the same book, I, did it that way. And then like here, I did it again. Now, I don't really like how this looks, how this layout is, so I scrapped it. As you can see, these are stuck on with just the removable photo tape, the removable one, not the permanent one. And I just put very little on the bottom of this and then some on the page to stick the top. I was going to staple them, but I'm not, until I figure out exactly how I'm going to do it. I may just go with this. I may stick a staple in there in the top here, just because the tape, because this is kind of heavy. Down the line, since I plan to keep them, it may fall off. Sorry, I don't want the glare. So that's why I may put a staple, but I'm not doing anything like that now. And if I do, it's going to be maybe even the corner, just because in case I ever want to remove them and redo it, because I have a habit of redoing my journals and logs, I won't ruin it like I have the picture. And also I'm still trying to figure out the best way to take the picture. I'm so used to my camera phone looking through the little lens. I was like, wait a minute, how did I do this all through the 90s when I was taking pictures of my friends and when I was going out to bars and stuff in the early 2000s and taking pictures of my friends, all with a disposable camera, and they came out beautiful. I was like, how was I a pro? I don't know. I don't even know how I did that now. So yeah, so I have to work on my centering and stuff, but yeah. So anyway, that is my plan for that. I just need to figure out how I'm going to place it and how I'm going to log it. But I just stuck them in here for now, so until I figure that out. So yeah, so that's it. So that's my completed pages for the month of December 2023. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully January, I don't know, I might do a January plan video. I don't know, my plans and my coloring mood always change. So I start off with a plan, but I don't always fully execute it. But in my journal, I have accounted for that. I have my coloring plan, and then we'll see, or I'll see exactly how much to plan I kept and where my mood took me. So yeah. So anyway, thanks guys so much for watching, and depending on when you watch this, I hope you have a very happy new year, or hope you had a very happy new year. Thanks guys, stay well.